Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show. My name is Jack Chow. I'm with the G&E TV on the East-West show with lots of pride. It's not only a job, like I said 1 million times already. I would like to say the 1 million and the first time that I love this show. I love this job. It's not a job. It is exactly a privilege for me to see all kinds of people, to touch every different sets of mind, right? So to learn from them if there is anything positive. However, I'm picky. I'm very picky. I'm very selective. I only pick the positive elements to imbue our show so that we imbue the society with the upbeat morals. Okay, yes. That is the bottom line. That's the theme. That is the goal. That is the target. You name it. Okay, now. Yet we are now talking about a subject that is not so positive or whatever that makes me feel excited about. I'm excited, but in a negative way. On learning about the jury verdict of the officer Darren Wilson set free, who killed Michael Brown in cold blood in Ferguson, Missouri, I feel so sad. My heart are saddened every single minute ever since. Now, join me in this discussion, if possible later, if we end up in an argument, call it debate, is my friend, my dear friend, Ken Hamming. I love him so much that I decided to debate with him, because he promised that after this he will take me for a beer.
Absolutely.
Okay, welcome first.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ken, to the show.
And you know my honor being associated with you, Mr. Sue, EDI, and G&E, and your viewers. Thank you for letting me be with you.
And thank you for saying that. All right, good. Now, with all the lead lines, I do not have to brief my audiences about Michael Brown case because they are well informed about every step on the road to where we are now, right? So, your overall picture about the case, please?
Yeah, let me say one thing here, because you know I'm a positive person. Mm-hmm. I only see the glory, I only see the beauty in life, okay? But I felt a little depressed when you said that he killed Mr. Brown in cold blood, mm-hmm. which I don't think he did. So we'll work through that.
How do you think?
Well, I think he shot him in self-defense because his life was at stake, and if Mr. Brown had not been shot, the cop would be dead, mm-hmm. in my opinion.
I see.
Okay, and so there's so much we could talk about, and then the grand jury system. There wasn't a jury; it was the grand jury. It wasn't a trial, but it was
special jury.
It was a special process to see whether there's evidence sufficient for the prosecutor mm-hmm. to believe there was a good chance of a conviction mm-hmm. of one of 5 different crimes they proposed to the grand mm-hmm. jury, mm-hmm. all the way from first-degree murder to manslaughter.
Okay. Sure. Before we touch the issue, the core issue, though, let me ask you some preliminary questions.
Yes, sir, my friend.
The first of my preliminary question is that, were you there at the instant?
No.
No. And to declare to my audiences, I wasn't there myself. In other words, whatever you understand about the case, whatever I understand about the case, were based upon information given by the media. Am I right?
No. Now, with the grand jury testimony, it's public on the internet, and I've read things like right here, 13 facts about Ferguson. The media will never let you know. Yeah. No, it's not. We know now. We know facts, and the media was one that just jumped to conclusions of evil.
The facts you're talking about, the facts.
Facts.
The facts you're talking about that indicates the facts. Are you getting it through the media, or you were there at the grand jury discussion yourself? That was my question.
Not through the media, through the transcript. of the grand jury.
Who gave you the transcript? Mr. Wong, Mr. Lee, Mr. Smith, Mr. Brown?
Mr.
Who?
Internet. It's on
Mr.
the
Internet.
It's all on the internet.
Is the internet considered as media?
No, not when it's a picture of the testimony. When it's a word for word.
No. When we define the word media, though, we're talking about a substance or a means of transforming information. Am I right? Right.
The grand
Let's
jury,
be clear on the page,
yeah.
on the first page number one.
The grand jury is not media.
No. I mean, through media to know about the grand jury. Do you get the information, or have you got the information through media?
The information I've gotten from the media
if you decide
is misleading.
Yeah, sure. If you decide, I'm not talking about misleading or not misleading.
Okay.
Do we all get our information of any kind through the media? Because you're not there, I'm not there.
Not all information, but information on many things is, yes. But now,
and the information on this very case, though, have you got anything not through the media?
Absolutely.
What?
The entire presentation by the prosecutor that
and
put
who gave you the text about the press from the prosecutor?
No, the prosecutor was on television.
No.
Well, okay, he was on TV live.
Yeah. We need some concept, the basic concept.
Okay.
The basic concept being that you and I must agree upon some basic logical points. The basic logical point that whatever you know, I know. Whatever I know, you know. Because we all get the information from the media.
Yeah. We don't have parallel knowledge. We don't, because we don't have parallel time watching the same
Then we
media.
cannot continue this discussion.
Sure we can.
We can. Well, how can we? Because we're not on the same page. You do not even agree to the point that we got our information through the media.
The information.
Hold on to.
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing the media. I'm taking the media as neutral.
That's
right.
fine.
Okay. Now, so do we not get the information from the media?
We get information from the media when the prosecutor, who was the prosecutor that posed the case to the grand jury, he is not media. He is a professional prosecutor.
I know he is not media,
right?
But information about him presenting his prosecution, did you get that information from the media?
I got it looking at my television and listening to him.
So you looking at the television, is that a media or not?
No, it's an instrument.
Instrument.
It's an
is that instrument a media instrument?
Media means a way of transporting something. So it's a way of transporting.
Okay, news media. Let me rephrase the news media. Did you get that from a news media?
Got it from his mouth. From his mouth.
Through what? Through an instrument used by the news media. Am I right?
Through the TV presentation.
Through the TV
live.
You purchase from Target, for example.
Okay.
So are you talking about you getting information from Target? So I'm talking about, please, come on.
I am.
Come on.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so you're with me. If you're with me, you have to convince the fact that we all got the information through news media. Am I right?
Whatever you say, I will agree with, yes.
Yeah, okay, now, so we're in agreement right now. So when we get information from media, we would assume that whatever you have available, I know, and vice versa. So we all do our analysis based upon this information provided. Am I right? That's my second question.
Sure, that's fair, but we have different scope of information.
I haven't come to the your take, my take yet.
Okay.
Right. So now, with these 2 points, like preconditioned points cleared, right? Now we can touch the issue. Right.
I'm ready.
You're saying that you were not agreement with me. You were not in agreement with me when I say Michael Brown was killed on the spot in cold blood.
I could not possibly be in greater disagreement.
All right. So how Michael Brown, in what kind of manner was Michael Brown killed? According to your information.
Yeah, it's according to the grand jury testimony, in the police officer's testimony, in the testimony of witnesses, African American, white, Latino, all the witnesses. Okay, 600 witnesses testified.
600 witnesses testified.
Over a 3-month period.
That means on the spot when Michael Brown was killed, there were 600 audiences.
No, because you had, no, not at all. There were different reasons to expert witnesses, such as autopsy guys that reviewed the body and everything.
You're including all the information, all source information
that were
applicable.
Right.
Am I right? Okay. Yeah. Now, of course, I saw the prosecution myself. I saw the whole text, right? So what you know, I know already. Okay. To my audience, and why don't you brief my audiences what he exactly says on the script of the prosecution? Prosecutor.
Essentially, what supposedly happened is Officer Wilson had heard on his radio that there had been a robbery of just pathetic little tipperillos or cigarillos.
Like cigars or something?
That. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, small cigars at a convenience store. The officer was responding to a medical emergency somewhere, and then he saw Mr. Brown and another gentleman walking down the middle of the street. And so he just pulled up somewhere by them and said, "Please walk on the sidewalk." And Mr. Brown responded with an expletive deletive, okay, some swear words.
With what?
Expletive, like,
What? Like what? Let's be specific. Let's not give definition, give specific. What did he do? Because we're talking about testimony, right? Yeah. Okay, now, what did he do?
Well, okay, then when Brown responded with swear words, okay, to the officer.
Swear words.
I don't know. It said swear words. So then the officer.
Did the prosecution text say swearing words?
No, it said expletive words.
Explicit.
Expletive.
I know explicit is just a word. So does that offer any description about what he did to the officer?
I don't want to throw out swear words randomly that
I
didn't hear.
Okay, swearing words. Okay, say swearing words.
Swear words. Yeah.
Okay, words.
And then,
so to that point, the contact was verbally.
Right.
Okay, and then what happened next?
Okay, then the officer Wilson noticed cigarillos in Mr. Brown's hand, and he said, "Come over here. I want to talk with you." Okay, and whatever happened, they started talking. I don't know. I can't describe that from that moment till Brown was by the officer's car, and then a confrontation occurred where Brown reached into the car, smashed the officer. Yeah.
When you say confrontation occurred, how did confrontation occur? That is the core to the issue. Let's take a short moment now. When we come back, we'll start from that point on to find out step by step. I don't want anything to be missing in this important contact moment because that's where how it started. Stay with us, please.